Much as I believe in the freedom of speech, I gotta have Waitbot shut the hell up for just a little while. Waitbot, we appreciate you and your efforts to keep the silence at bay. But sometimes you gotta make the silence your friends, everybody. Is that, or make crickets your second language. I'm now fluent in cricket because you hear me. Not everything is funny. But like right now, exactly right now, I'm having an issue with my simulcasting, which wasn't sure or still not sure that that's actually a real word, but that's fine. I'll go ahead and invite my one of my favorite people in the world, Leslie Rodriguez Herla. On up. All right, I sent her an invite. What's up, Felicity?
All right, all right, all right. Howdy, partners. Howdy, Jiminy's and crickets out there.
All right, and Cat City, bitch. Cat City, bitch. Hello, Felicity.
Feline City. City.
God damn it. Cat City, bitch. Cat City, bitch. 10,
Feline
kitties.
City,
I'm a
where the
kitties,
pussy
bitch.
play.
Dude, you couldn't hear me?
No, I heard you.
Oh, okay. Kitties on my titties, bitch. Eh. All right, everybody. This is so you think you can funny. You best be able to funny, boy. This is all in parentheses after so you think you can funny. So yeah, you better be funny, boy. You better keep them laughs coming. Yeah, speak some ha-has into my hand. Or at least let your words be worth more than silence. That's what I always like to say.
I'm gonna need a lot of trade off. Hot tas or tatas. It's one or the other here.
Are we deciding on your outfit or?
No, just how I want things to go tonight. Feline City.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I think I decided on tatas. But that's always my.
Hey, I actually decided on hot potatoes.
Mm,
Papas.
Tease me. There we go. That's it.
Papa don't preach.
put it on.
Papa don't pop a pill. The only Percocets I fuck with is Percocets. I mean, sorry, go Jesus. Okay.
Oh my
You don't have to say everything, Keith.
So Felicity, you able to stay with us for a little while today?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. All right, I was talking about you earlier. I was talking you up, man.
Oh my god.
She
That's so
was.
much pressure.
I know. It usually works better when I apply pressure.
You know what? Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
one thing, I swear, you women are psychopaths. I've never met one guy that liked being choked while fucking, but I've never met one.
I said nothing of the sort
I
about.
didn't say I was going to choke her.
It was implied. It was
Unless she wants
implied.
that.
Implied or applied, like the pressure.
Choke her.
I don't know. I'm actually really. It makes me sad that in the past I've had to tell men like I would like to have sex with you, but not be scared of you the whole time we're having. You know, like I'm pretty tame in that regard. Like, please don't terrify me. You know,
like I just saw you murder somebody, but don't fuck me like that. Don't even think about it.
The only person that fucks me like that is me.
Keith, are you wearing actual pants today? I'm just curious.
Actual. I define what you mean by actual.
Well, maybe not jorts, maybe not camel toe pants.
knuckle.
You mean showing the Great American Bulge, the Officer of the Grand
Yeah, the Wally World look. Yeah.
Yeah, Into the Wild. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah, you're your own little Emil Hirsch.
I named him off.
They don't know what I'm saying.
Hirsch? Yeah. Like
Hershey. Oh my God. Hershey kisses. I was actually referring to nipples as grape nuts the other night to someone.
Oh, grape nuts, everybody's favorite cereal.
It's like the worst fucking cereal ever. And it's old people cereal. And like imagine if you had grape nut nipples. That's not a compliment.
So, did either of you ever like play in the, like during summer like this in the swimming pool, like the game, like people call it Pepsi sometimes, but basically like if you're you'd stand outside the pool and you'd like list all these random things, sodas, for example. But I just always remember one summer, my brothers and sisters got my dad and my uncles to play with us, and we were playing cereals when my dad was outside. And my dad was mad because, like, you know, he hadn't picked whatever cereal that my uncle was thinking of. And then I just remember all of a sudden my dad goes, "Oh, it's fucking grape nuts." And then he jumped in the pool and tried to drown my uncle. Memories.
That sounds kind of like whenever my dad got my cousins to come over, my uncle to bring them over and to give me chicken pox. So,
oh, you had a chicken pox party growing up, huh?
Yeah, pox party, baby. Woo! Nobody chicken in this house.
Well, when I was growing up, we went to the pool also. I'd never heard of Pepsi till tonight, but we did used to say that when somebody swam up next to you and there were bubbles, it was family.
Oh.
They were clearly farting in the water. And that's how my family rolls, guys.
It's a human.
If you're farting, it's family.
Like, if it's bubbles, it's family. That was the old motto.
What if it's
I was just trying to repurpose an Olive Garden, slogan for you.
Yeah.
If you're farting, it's family.
Absolutely. I mean, I can't tell you how many stories that end with my dad farting in a department store and walking away and putting someone else. Really blowing it out.
Like, I mean, lots of family stories. Like, do some of them start at Montgomery Ward and end at, like, Macy's?
Yeah. Well, Sears, of course.
Sears, yeah.
Yeah, or Heck Company, or like other defunct department stores.
Yeah. Montgomery Ward's always, like, my go-to one that I remember.
I hate Montgomery Ward so much.
It was awful.
It was, like, terrible. Yeah, I used to hate getting shit.
Worse than Sears.
Yeah. And then, after all that, we had to go to fucking Lowe's. They were like, and now you have to work in the yard on Sunday.
Yeah. But when we were kids, we used to love going to the Orchard Supply Hardware, because like it's this really great garden center. Oh,
I hated Lowe's so much that I used to call it the L word whenever I was a kid.
Lowe's, yeah. Oh my God.
Home Depot people. I love a Lowe's as a result because I always had to go to Home Depot as a kid. So now I'm like, sign me up for a trip to Lowe's.
They would go to both. I mean, they were really hardcore. My dad, surprisingly, although Cuban, he doesn't really fuck with yard work. He didn't pay other Hispanic people to do it. He just told us to do it as the fucking kids.
Do roof work instead.
Have you heard people these days ask people if they think making their children do chores is child abuse? I was like, what?
No, when my dad smacked me in the face, that was child abuse.
My dad threw a Playboy at me and said, "Don't be queer." That was the talk. So
the birds and the bees don't wear bras, Keith.
My dad be like, "Oh, species don't mix. No birds and bees. This is just a bird and bird talk. Oh shit, don't be gay. I mean, uh-oh. Look out, turn that paw. All right.
Oh my God.
We got a request to come up and speak. Dale. Gush
Dale?
Who's Dale? Let's have fun. Dale.
I like people named Dale. Come on up.
Me too.
I do too. And I just wanted to say, like, for everybody that wants to request before I let him up, we're going to try to keep this show on the rails this time and stick with the theme for once. I mean, it's, of course, going to get off the rails at some point, inevitably, because we are who we are. And linear thought is not my forte, but if I can keep interjecting until like I don't come. See right now. See, this is what happens. I tried to go with a linear thought and ended up right here, just this train wreck. But with that, I want to say hello, Dale, and boom.
Dale, we don't know what linear thoughts are, but we're here.
Hi, Keith. How you doing, bro?
Dale.
I wanted to tell you I had my car worked on today. We're working on my transmission, but it's all okay now.
Oh, it sounds like confession.
Yes, I did. I got my tranny fixed. It's great. It's fantastic. I'm glad to be right around with you, Keith. It's great. Where's Dad?
Oh, they're in the audience. Do you have a story, Dale? I'm just curious. Like, has being funny ever gotten you in or out of a pickle?
I'm not a comedian, but I've photographed and filmed comedians before. I would say that being around comedians got me out of a pickle. Just like Dave was saying, he was very sad listening to comedians saved him from himself, and he, had suicidal ideation. He got over it, and now he's doing fine. So I would say comedy is awesome, and it's life-saving. From that example, comedy is life-saving.
It absolutely is. It's one of the best medicines. It doesn't cost anybody. We're all holding. Like, it releases the same chemicals in your brain as doing dope does. Like it floods you with dopamine, serotonin, all the feel good chemicals,
All
basically.
naturally without having to use anything to. It's just there. It's inside you.
Right?
It's releasing what you naturally have.
It's like what I like to say that we're all holding. We don't know it, but we're our own drug mules.
Mm-hmm.
It was inside of us the whole time, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
the laughs were coming from inside you the whole time. Oh, God.
The call is coming from inside your head. Oh my God.
The internal dialogue was me.
Internal dialogue. Very spotted mind. I don't know if you can call it spotted. Marred would be more apt, but I can definitely say that the only reason I'm speaking to you guys right now is because I'm funny. Otherwise, I would probably be in prison for some bullshit.
Well, you gave up your day job. What a sacrifice. Oh my God. So first thing I noticed about you, you said, okay, you got a great job and now I'm a comedian.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
selfless.
I did. I actually did trade off my day job. Like, I don't like to talk about it on here too much because I didn't really give myself another option, but I want to make sure that it's still there, like just in case I stop being like, in case I get happy and stop being funny. Like I need something to fall back on.
Well, of course, all of us can be university professors if all else goes wrong.
University,
You're
yeah.
not in any risk of getting well, let me tell you. So don't worry, you're gonna be funny forever.
Yeah, Keith,
I
you got
actually,
a good vibe.
I feel like I've helped more people through my comedy than I have like doing any therapy sessions that I've been like having with people. So I mean, it's a universal language. Laughter is it's not just oh shoot, what am I looking for? Not just contagious, but it's everybody understands. Like, and you can see somebody laugh, and you can start laughing because I mean, you don't even need to know what the context is. It's just that it's really that transmittable. And only other thing that's more like universal language wise, I think, is a gunshot, which is the but
Gunshots.
well, what about you, Leslie? Like, have you thought of any instances, like in or out of trouble, that it's really like got you in?
Well, I'll tell you, one time it got me in trouble a little bit because many years before I ever did stand up, I said I did stand up to somebody once in a bar to get a number. And and it ended up kind of backfiring and blowing up in my face a little bit. Got the number, but then like she checked it out. She was like, "Yeah, I didn't see anything at that place. So you said you did comedy," and it just turned out I was just funny, and she forgave me. But ultimately, don't lie.
Exactly. And if you do lie, make sure that it's a lie that you can, like, kind of make up for,
Hmm.
like with yours. See, like if I said that I was a brain surgeon and somebody let me do like a surgery on them and it turned out terribly, no, I'm going to prison, right? But if it turns out kind of okay, then they're like, well, you're still going to prison, but good job.
I mean, yeah, I got to pass on that one. I think because I did end up being funny, and ultimately, look, I manifested this dream somehow. Apparently, right?
Oh, I definitely did. Like it's been I use that as a crutch for a long time because I don't share this too often, but I was diagnosed with autism at the ripe age of 24 years old, which I don't know, like if this can't be like a very shared sentiment with many people, but it was a relief. I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. I know now.
It's good to have
Now I
something to
can
blame.
hear. Right. So it's not all me. There's this dark shadow of course.
I mean, most people would blame like their parents, but I'm just
See,
like,
I
I mean,
know my kids
someone
will.
has to be around to blame. My babysitter was a creek out in my backyard.
I thought it'd be a crick. Is it not a
No,
crick?
I've never actually heard anyone seriously say crick as.
My granny does. She's from San Antonio.
you stop
Oh
trying
my
to
God.
correct him.
Crick.
Stop trying to correct him.
And And my boyfriend says crick as well.
I say creek or crick. Either one. Either creek or crick.
Oh man,
What
crick,
about, what's a
I'm going to be there if the creek don't rise. I'm going to be there if the creek don't rise. Either one works.
Oh. Hello to Colin, who I feel like Colin snuck in when I wasn't even paying attention.
Oh, I'm actually spraying white rain in my hair right now.
That is
Colin.
As long as you don't
nice.
say,
Before you get on camera.
Yep, I'm getting
this is his go-to method here.
Welcome to the room, Colin.
as long
Colin, hey man, welcome tonight.
Thank you. As long as you don't say crickets after I tell a joke.
Oh,
They're implied.
it's the second cricket reference we've had tonight.
That's what I was telling them earlier. I was like, I'm fluent in cricket. Thank you very much. I understand what your silence says. It speaks volumes. Okay, I'm kidding. Not volumes. More like a book, a small book with large print and a lot of pictures.
Oh my God. Colin, we were talking about situations. We were also just meeting Dale. We were talking about situations where like comedy has either helped you or hindered you. Felicity, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to skip over you. I was just giving Colin the rundown.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Oh, I appreciate you giving him the rundown. I'm still trying to think of, times when maybe it should have just been a smack in the mouth.
No,
A smack in the mouth.
Your boyfriend shouldn't treat you that way.
I was thinking about my mom, I was going to say, if my boyfriend writes some of my best material, please.
Wait a minute. Get that guy on here.
Your boyfriend can write? Baby.
Yeah.
She's bragging.
Yeah.
I know. He in the distance, he just said, yep. He's like, without me, you'd be up a shit crick.
Oh, man. Telling me he kind of sounds like a shit prick.
Is that
his laughter?
That was my laughter. My horrible laughter.
Up the crick.
Up the crick.
That's post anal wiener. Up shit. Up prick. Shit. Damn it. Look at me.
A crick without a dick.
Oh man.
Yikes.
Somebody getting pegged. We need a paddle. Come on. We need paddles, not pigs. That's what we should. That's a cause I could get behind. Oh, I forgot to say hello, everybody. Britt, thank you so much for what you said in that room the other night. Whenever I came in, and you were on, and I don't know, like you gave me a compliment. I was one of the reasons that she got on Clubhouse, and then shit just went silent, and I was like. It was amazing. I was like, damn, what I tried to get on so fast that like I don't know what happened. Like I can make a premature ejaculation joke right there so easy.
You give the fans what they want. They want your ejaculation jokes.
Oh, all right. You talking about
like that's what he
is. Jizz jokes.
You talk about getting off easy because you're funny. Being funny has definitely helped me get off a few times. I've been in some pants I had no business being in. Right jokes.
That was a stroke of.
Well, at least it wasn't alone this time, right? No.
It wasn't a bone. Yeah.
Nobody has my stroke like me. I can switch hands in game 3.
Hey, down south, is it pronounced masturbation?
For me, I've gotten so good at it, it's an art form. I can waste time doing it, so it's become procrastination.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Holy smokes! I thought it's like when Jesus jerks off dry, like when it wood in his hands. It's like rubbing.
Yeah, man, I heard it made like a hole in his hand.
Keith, procrastination and masturbation are similar in many ways. I mean, they both feel good until you just end up with a sticky situation on your.
Oh my.
Yeah.
To drag it out as long as possible.
I feel technologically retarded. How do I turn on my camera? I forget. Do we have to give me permission? Do I have to ask? Do I have to beg?
It's very much sorry.
Have you been good today?
And Colin, did you want to get on video?
Not right now. Maybe later.
The bounty that I can
He'll
be
be
on
handsome
video.
later.
I'll go if you do it. I got the camera.
All right.
Welcome to our
Bill, I'm gonna
show.
pop you back down to the audience here in a second after you tell your story. Well, if you have another story, and bring someone else up, and we'll keep going like that. Like I want to encourage everybody to tell their stories because I know that we all have a story.
Tell your story.
So encouraging. I'm inspired.
Keith, now that we're in the light, I need to show you guys this now. Oops.
Looks
Oh,
good.
I love
Nice.
Millhouse.
Nice.
That's better than the Peel
Thrill
Mill Bar.
House.
The Real House. Oh man,
That's like one of my favorite random ones.
dude, she did such a good job on him today.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a perfect lead into this. Oh, Dale, you said you wanted to come on camera, right?
I just wanted to prove to Bad Bunny I could do it. Then I can
Dude.
go
Oh,
away.
look at he's real.
Like proving you're real. I'm not a troll. Here I am on camera.
You could still be a troll, but like,
He's got troll tattooed across his chest in Old
oh
English.
my god, got a jewel in his belly.
Troll like.
Yeah, I've got a
Go
jewel
there for
card
my troll.
into my elbow.
This is a little
That's-
troll.
Ooh.
Earbuds for a nose. Isn't that weird?
Fuck
Yeah.
I didn't know that I liked it until now. And what's up?
You're like, I don't know what it is, but
And usually things I don't know feel terrifying,
they
confusing.
terrify you.
Like when people
Keith, are
speak
you also in a vest? What is going on?
That's Southern dress.
Oh, it's his
That
sundress.
just looks like a giant
Southern
tea
dress.
towel with a hole.
But it's
Yeah.
quality because it's polo.
These are my church clothes.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah.
survive. You know, I get closer to the Lord with every dollar you spend on name brand stuff at Tom's Creek Free Will Baptist Church. If you God, I hate. Special moment out here to give my Uncle Kevin a shout.
Damn, Keith, how
Fuck,
big are
Uncle
the
Kevin.
moths
This is
sinking?
Uncle Kevin.
Man, you seen that moth, man? Like they his baby. Like they large. They more like they're goth moths. So they wear a lot of makeup and they cut the shit out of your clothes.
What kind of haircuts do they have? Moth tops?
Oh, the goth man prophecy. What's up, Dale? We got a bandana on. My
How
man.
you doing, Keith?
If you're Rolling Stones, you'd rather no moths.
Dale is real, everybody. Dale is real.
Dale is real.
Dale is real.
Girl.
Good to meet you all. Yep.
There's nothing still when you're dealing with the Dale.
That's
Yeah.
about how I feel about like the sounds. You know,
I don't like a lot of sounds.
Yeah, I know all the
like the audience sounds are so funny. Like it's like reaction sounds, but also like
This is literally the one thing that I wish that we would have had on the other app, reactions, because like then later it would make perfect sense. It's like having like that live like audience, you know?
right, totally.
But now I kind of like it because it's the one thing I wish the other one did. Oh yeah, and video and everything else.
Well, the video I really like because it's like the only thing I really liked about Twitter Spaces was the reactions, right? So I mean, like,
I don't like Twitter.
You know.
Is that shirt say Pink Floyd?
Yes, it does. It says Pink Floyd at the Pompeii Amphitheater, which is so ta-da.
Theater for ants.
No, get it.
You know, what was that? Yeah, it was 71. 71. I was there because obviously I was there, and also when I was in Nam, we were still winning. You know, I'm that old.
You know what?
Yeah, I was in Vietnam.
I believe it.
We do in
Totally.
spirit. No, in spirit.
So I have those horrible flashbacks all the time. You know,
Bangs.
flash bangs. Yeah, you're right. Woo.
Hey,
More
he said he didn't want to be scared during it.
One of the many reasons I cannot go into a nail salon. I just freak out. You know.
I thought.
That's good.
I think they're all trying to kill me. You know, but so you know, my fingers will always be polishless. You know.
Yeah, so will mine. Mostly because it rubs off inside of bitches' pussies, but you know.
Yeah, I'm getting better. You know, like I had a banh mi this week. You know, delicious sandwich.
It's
So
me, bon you, bon everybody, bon.
yeah, exactly what I love to say all the time. Every time I was like, oh, banh mi, banh you, banh we.
Bon me, bon you, fucking me. You're cool.
Leslie, you
Yeah.
know the ridges, right? That's the correct way.
But no, I don't know why I thought this, but that sure made me think of Grateful Dead. And then someone was recently telling me that they thought of them as like they're like psychedelic bluegrass, and I was like, okay, maybe. But then this guy was saying his wife got really violent at Grateful Dead concerts.
I
And I
believe
was like,
that.
was it like black and bluegrass because she was beating your fucking ass?
Yeah, this is
Let's
newgrass.
talk about that. I don't know about Pink Floyd being violent though.
No.
Meat grinders, right?
What
I
meat
thought the
grinder?
only psychedelic
Yeah,
bluegrass
yeah.
is Dr. Hook.
Wait a
It's
minute.
competition.
The what, Colin?
Colin Ryan.
Newgrass. It's psychedelic, and the grass is covered in blood. Who knew that green and pink made?
The grass is always greener when you're tripping balls. Like,
I really am colorblind. That's it. That's what it is.
well, Keith, I don't know if you heard, and Felicity, I know you probably haven't, but like I actually have declared both Keith Burr, Colin Ryan, and Joe Mezzarani, who's another comic, as my 3 husbands. I have, instead of sister wives, I got a husband situation. I got 3 of them. I'm feeling like so much love on this Earth Day with my magical 3 hubs.
Listen,
Love that.
I'm the only one related, so
I'm
I've
gonna
got
apply
that
to be the
I know. We're like, what did you say we were?
gonna be the 4th hub.
husband.
You want
Husband.
grandpa hub? You
Oh,
got
a
it.
husband. I like that.
Where is brother
So you're married
husband
to
Joe?
cousin, now it's a husband.
Yeah, husbandry goes back for centuries. Ask the royal family. We actually appropriated incest from them. So,
Right.
Take on me.
Dale, what were you saying?
And me.
man?
Haha.
Bond me again. Nice callback. Bringing it all the way
problems. I wanted
360.
to apply for number 4 hub.
Oh,
Number
nice.
4.
I'm gonna take your application. Thank you.
Very good.
That's a
You review
cornhole.
it.
Yeah,
We think
your
we made
porn-
a promising future
I'll
together,
be
Dale.
your porn hub. Yeah, good one, Keith. I like it.
You gotta lock those hubs in if you're gonna go into the 4-wheel.
Gotta be careful though. Make sure you have a good will so you don't get hub capped.
Well, I mean, better be good years.
Hey.
Because might have a firestone thrown through your window. Firestone being a Molotov cocktail if you don't have good
I
years.
see what you did there.
I have a tendency to like plan my divorces more than like I plan like getting married, you know, like so I want to do like an Elizabeth Taylor thing. I want like 9 solid divorces. And then like I've had people apply early because it's like I'm on my 2nd one now. I think for my 3rd one, I want it to be like either something controversial, like a concept or like a house plant. And then number 4, four and 5, women, obviously. Then to go back to men, and then the last one should be another like esoteric concept, I think.
Like,
you know,
like or something.
Like I'm married to modernity or dishwashing or
you should also redeclare your virginity at some point during this, I think.
Dishwasher.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That would have made my life a lot.
Reclaim my virginity, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh.
virginity grows back. Yes, of course.
I heard that somewhere. I guess. I mean, you know,
it's about a 6-month process.
Just
Wow.
dick helps. I mean,
I'm gonna do some
everybody
research
feels
into
like
it.
a
Now I'll send you some brochures.
you know, if I had known that, there's no way I would have let everyone take advantage of that loophole for so long. You know.
That's what you call it?
Yeah, that's what I call it. The
It's a
loophole.
loopy loop and lube hole.
That's a fun name for a vagina.
Lots of lube hole.
I still don't know why they call it lubricant. I mean, because you really lubricant if you like use enough of it.
You know, in all seriousness, actually, I can't believe the number of people that have like a weird beef with lube. Like they feel like if they use lube, they're a failure somehow or something. I'm like, it's just fucking lube.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think your butthole is going to produce lube by itself.
Right. Well, there's the butthole issue, but I mean, like, and anyone just like regular old, it's like if you never used lube before ever in your life, it's great for just regular old P and V sex or finger and V or whatever.
Yeah,
Well, the
The
hell?
I
old
would
V
consider
sex.
myself-
Yeah.
Anything in the V.
I would consider myself pro lube. Pro lube.
And don't say word when I spit on
Pro
it.
lube.
Like, that's
Spitting is feeling like a little bit much right now. Like,
Spitting always like,
grab the
that's not
KY,
cute.
and
I'm
the
like,
Kentucky
no.
jelly. You know you're about your Kentucky jellies.
That's like, there's so many like little things in this world that I'm like grateful for because they like cut out so much of the bullshit. Like if you spit on me during sex, then I know that this sex doesn't need to happen. Like, nope,
Well,
goodbye, thank you. You know,
I guess, you're not going to do Dave Portnoy. Dave Portnoy is
exactly. And, you know, like, for example, you know, this last year, if I see you alone driving a car with a mask on, we don't need to be friends. If you're alone and you have a mask on in your car, we don't need to talk. You know?
They probably don't.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a social filter of sorts, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I was the one. I was like, you're alone in your car. No, thank you.
Well, they weren't alone 10 minutes ago. They just dumped the body off somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta reel this back in. We're doing what we always do, which is
sorry. We're too busy being us.
I love us though.
Spit play is what it is. All right.
Yeah. Does Colin have a story about comedy getting him out of a sticky situation? A sticky situation. Yeah. Well, I continue to think about one.
There was that time with the cinnamon buns, right, Colin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's more than one occasion with cinnamon buns involved, Leslie. You're going to have to be a lot more
I don't want to
specific.
tell all of our business.
Being
I'm go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I'm also pro cinnamon bun.
Same.
There we go. And we all know Dale's stance on cinnamon buns, and it's spelled with an S in his world. But you know, me too. But I'll put you you go back down to the audience for a little bit. But if you think of another story, Dale, more than welcome to come.
What is your favorite cinnamon bun?
The left one.
I am right now only 2 miles away from where Cinnabons were invented, Edmonds, Washington.
Oh, damn, that's a strange place, and I love it. But
go ahead and throw me down, Keith, because I'm having connection problems. So throw me down, bring somebody up.
All right. To answer your question, no, my favorite cinnamon bun is the left one. I always prefer the left.
Nice.
What about conjoined cinnamon buns?
That's just an answer.
What does a girl have to do to get a question in about spitting on the dick that goes in the vagina?
It's a vagina.
Not somebody with a vagina.
Look.
Listen, those of you that know
we're listening.
House, you know that my husband has a large member. Thus, lube is often used in the Alan Jones-Allen household. Now, I want to say I've been married to this man for 10 years, and only in the last year or 2 years, I don't know what's happened. I don't know if he went and secretly started fucking college girls in the backseat of his car while I wasn't looking. But all of a sudden, instead of reaching over for my very expensive German-bought bottle of lube, he spits on his palm, rubs it on his member, and then inserts himself inside of me. I want to know, where did this come from? He is many years out of college. Why is he spitting on his dick like a frat?
Look at me, Burr. Look at me.
That's where it comes from. It's, you've seen the movie Love and Basketball. Well, this is love and desperation. Desperation is kind of like, what is it? Necessity breeds innovation. Well, you're not going to be able to breed anything if you can't get it in. So,
step one.
Spittoon that.
What if spit is like I mean, spit doesn't smell good. You know what I mean? Like, spit does not smell good.
Well, it depends.
Like, dried spit smells awful. Have you ever smelled a pillow after somebody's drooled on it all night?
Ew.
Yeah, I mean,
no wonder my vagina smells.
I mean, if you eat a few Starburst first, your spit.
Exactly. See, that's the life hack, everyone. If you're going to spit on a vagina, make sure that you've eaten a Starburst or some other sort of flavorful.
Did you eat your recommended dosage of Starburst first? Wait, don't touch that pussy. Like,
have you had your pineapple today?
Don't even think about it.
I don't. It's almost unconscious. It's amazing. My dick does a lot of the thinking. One of my jokes is titled, "Sometimes Nothing is Wrong."
And
it's a doozy. It's a doozy. I mean, she was a floozy. I'll say, all right, I got a decent story, I guess, for being like when funny's gotten me out of a situation. Was also funny and lying are interchangeable in this story. So I got
Good.
pulled over while I was driving back in the before time, before I racked up a DUI or so. And, a disclaimer, DUIs are awful and not good for the community and don't look good on you. You're being irresponsible, and chances are you could have made better decisions. That's the PSA over.
Yep.
Also, don't pick up homeless people while you're drunk. Okay. Oh, and fuck your
And
kid.
brandish a firearm. Yep, we're with you.
Yeah. I pulled my 45 out of the glove box, and he was like, "Oh, buddy, ain't no need for that." I was like, "All right, good."
That makes sense, man.
It does
And,
make
and, and you let Colin be on the show anyway, which is really nice,
Well, they don't call him the Terror of Montreal for no reason.
They call him Robespierre Jr.
Oh,
That was the reign of terror. That's a reign of terror joke.
I feel like a terror with a baguette. It comes with it. It's
That's like true French terror. We're talking like French Canadian terror. So it's like poutine and like, I don't know.
What the fuck is poutine? That sounds like
that squeaky cheese, the gravy.
Vladimir.
It's cheese curds and gravy on French fries.
Oh.
Yeah. They get it at like little shacks out there, apparently.
Right? I had a food truck for a while, and my favorite food truck that I'd go to events with a lot of time, one of their things, they were basically a poutine truck. It was very awesome.
I like
opened a little restaurant. I remember.
It's hard to find good poutine in the States.
Say what?
It's hard to find good poutine in the States.
There was a farmer's market I used to go to that always had curd. Like cheese curds is what I think holds people up a lot of the time. So it's like I used to get cheese curds at a good Mountain View Farmer's Market. Anyone in the Bay Area, highly recommend.
Okay.
And Mountain View Farmer's Market cheese curds, and then you make a good gravy. Like my ex-husband would make like we had roux in the freezer all the time because he was like Cajun cooking type.
Oh wow, yeah. My ex is Cajun.
Oh yeah,
she was born in Baton Rouge.
I love Cajuns. I feel
Did
like
you know? Well, I guess you don't. I have to share something with you guys.
Yes.
It's the anniversary of my divorce today.
No shit. Congratulations.
Thanks. And it's actually our anniversary too.
Oh, my anniversary with my ex-husband was 420 actually. We got married on 420.
Oh, that's nice.
Like, what the fuck is normal? Like, I had to have the same date for both. That's not a joke.
Hold up. You know what? I think that's just thorough.
Yeah. Well,
Leslie, you got married on the 22nd of April and divorced on the 22nd of April.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I got married on the 21st of April, babe.
So you better aim for the 21st for that divorce, and then we can get together.
Yeah.
I'm into gay shit.
That's so crazy.
I identify as an Australian private school girl.
Yeah, that does gay shit. We used to do gay shit.
Let's do some gay shit.
Whole lot of
and
gay
Leslie,
shit.
you know that the number one thing I'm looking for is government healthcare, and you've got that sweet government health.
Apparently,
it's sweet like we're originals.
Apparently, it's kind of like a warhead. Like, starts off sour, still ends up sour. But money is the chewing part of it. So if you chew it up, it's good still. But
it always leaves my tongue blistered. That's for sure.
Hey, well, same. Oh no, never mind. That was a condition. You're not supposed to get blisters on your tongue. I got blisters on me tongue.
Oh, not the blisters. Oh wow! I went Mr. Tooth for a minute there. I was like, not the blisters. I know. Oh, Mr. Tooth loves you, Britt.
Mr. Tooth.
I'm obsessed with Mr.
He's on a good run these past couple weeks. Goodness gracious. He actually got out of a DUI.
Mr. Tooth got out of a DUI?
Yeah, I can share that real quick. This is during his gangbanging days. He was the leader of the Plaque, as I'm sure you know.
Actually, no. I was like, I was on. Can you be in a Mexican gang better than a fifth grader, or something like that? Like,
are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Well, that's debatable. What?
You know that Mexican gangbangers don't go to fifth grade? What are you talking about?
Well, no.
I love me some cholos. Continue.
No, yeah, like so he I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah.
Mr. Tooth gangbanging days.
Oh yeah, it's gangbanging days. He was holding people up at gunpoint, as we like to say. It was crazy. And he was like, Black Lives Matter, and I was like, whoa, it's too soon for that. This is like the 80s. Anyway, he was a fucking crazy little tooth. And he was really funny, and he got out of a DUI because he said he just had to go to the little tooth's room, and they were like, what's that? And then he proceeded to shit his pants.
Oh, that goes into my story, actually. The one I was
Perfect.
all the way out. The cop
He doesn't
pulled me
like when I tell that story, so.
like,
I hope he didn't hear you.
You know how fast you were going. And I was like, no, not really, officer. Do you know how bad I have to shit?
Oh, God.
Like, it was funny because you could see, like, he didn't want to let it go through, but it popped through. Like, he has, like, straight face as shit and had that dickhead haircut. And, like, all right, well, sir, make sure you slow it down and just be safe out there. I was like, all right. And then I was driving away. I was like, what a fool. I don't even have to.
Yeah,
then,
I mean, I should have lied. I was going 90 on the turnpike in Pennsylvania, and I was not obeying the speed limit, but I also had to go to the bathroom, but I didn't say that, but I should have. Damn it, Keith.
Like, in hindsight, do you know what, like, whenever I got that DUI with the homeless guy, I had my gun with me, and everything told me afterwards, I was like, why the fuck didn't you take the gun out, throw it in his lap? And when the cop got to the car, I'd be like, officer, oh my God, he got my gun. And he's been making me drive and drink for the last 3 hours.
Oh, God.
Please.
That would have been a hell of a fucking story.
It still is. It's how I found out I was in the Mexican gang. Like, all these, like, stories come together like a gangbang. Like, a good one. But, like, the tattoos right here, yeah, never get a tattoo that you're unsure of the meaning of it, if it's symbols or a different language, because I thought this meant laugh, think, cry. Apparently means motherfucking gangbang. Well, not in so many words, but I'm
That's
definitely
the translation. Yes.
Yeah, that's the Latin translation.
Yeah, let's take it back to its roots here.
The Babylonian translation is something like eat, pray, love, but you know.
Oh God, it's a rustic decoration in a white woman's kitchen.
It's a dream.
That's live, laugh, love. A little different.
It looks like you were trying to get the Little Dipper and they just gave up.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't blame them for giving up too. Like, another funny thing about tattoos, I don't know if everybody knows this, it's turned into a tattoo etiquette hour. It's if you have hair on a part of your body that is going to be tattooed, you shave that shit at home. All right. I mean, because otherwise it can leave you in the unfortunate circumstances of having your chest shaved by a large Spanish man with tattoos for eyebrows and hair with a single blade razor.
Well, it's hard to know where you stand with those people because they just always look surprised, you know?
Yeah, I've seen some really bad eyebrows. Like, some really fucking, they look like a fucking clown, dude.
Well, not when they say fuck you.
Well, that was like, okay, now you look like my dad.
Every time I blink. Every time I blink. Oh, sorry.
It's like...
Everything is musical with me.
You're very musical tonight. Yeah, I love it.
I'm about it. I sing everything all the time, too, so I totally get it, you know?
Like all those, like, you're still a piece of garbage, like all that shit. Like, that's funny.
Yeah, I sing to my cat a lot also, you know, just
what do you say to the cat?
Say what?
What do you tell him or her?
I call him Pussyface a lot, you know, and he's got a really
name. What are you doing?
He's been renamed lots of times because he was adopted. So when he was in the shelter, his name was Marshmallow because he's white. But then when my boyfriend brought him home, he renamed him Olaf because Frozen had come out.
Oh yes, and he's
but he has 2 sons, you see, and just in between the cat coming home from the shelter and the cat getting home, in that short period of time, they were at that age where they went from being allowed to like Frozen to not being allowed to like Frozen. So Olaf was not going to work for a name. So they couldn't think of one. So my boyfriend named him Echo and the Bunnyman. And then I started calling him. So the cat has a very long full name. It goes Marshmallow, Olaf, Echo and the Bunnyman, Bubba Eames, Bermuda Schwartz is his full name.
Can we add on David Duke to that?
I was going to say hashtag catch
We're Jewish in this house. His last name's
I didn't know. Mazel. Baruch Hashem.
Well, I'm a shiksa. The cat's Jewish, and so is the boyfriend, you know.
Okay, my dog was Jewish before.
Oh, well, you know, keep him away from me. Just kidding.
Jewish people like eating cats too. I thought that was an Asian thing. Like,
we just went through the Vietnam trauma, okay? The Vietnam.
I know. Don't, please, not again. Not again.
I don't know what it was like. You weren't there, Keith. Yes, you were. It was 5 minutes ago.
When I left, we were still winning is the thing, you know?
Still winning. Depends on which press you read, you know?
Right.
But
another time that being funny's gotten me, one thing that's gotten me into is pants. I told you that before.
I high-fived on that one.
I have no business being in some of these pants. Some of these, I've been with some 10s and I've been with some 2s, and I guarantee you that the one, anything above the 8 wasn't because of this. Like, it was what I had to offer, the content, you would say. Like, I don't know. It's you laugh. If you can make somebody laugh, you wouldn't believe what you get away with.
That's true. It's hard to make people laugh, but you know how much you get if you can make people laugh and you're a chick? I mean, come on.
Oh, listen,
it's like
you're already coming to the game with a fucking vagina, all right?
It's like credibility with all of the people. Like, the dudes love you, the women want to be you and or fuck you probably. Most likely they will. You know, because gay schoolgirl shit, man.
Yeah, you know, lugs.
Go back, but
that's great. I haven't heard that in a while.
What, lug? One of my very best girlfriends went to Smith, and so they were all slugs at Smith. So you know, I've always appreciated that. And I went to an all-girls high school, so
that slug life.
Slug life is funny.
First of all, fuck your bitch and then click your clit. Sorry.
Slug life. They're living in slugsury. Yay.
Slugsury.
Living with that thugsury, living in slugsury.
Yeah, but my favorite thing that she'd always tell me is like her junior year at Smith or something like that. She you know, they did a production of Rocky Horror Picture Show, you know, but it was all female cast. And the thing she was always proud of is she's like, my narrator got progressively drunk as the show went on. And I was like, that's funny. But I like thinking about the show about being with all women and then like, you know, a drunker and drunker narrator. And also it's just Rocky Horror Picture Show. Have fun with it, you know?
I thought you were going to say some gay shit happened.
I'm sure gay shit happened. I'm sure totally it does.
I didn't think that narrator was drunk. They had some questioning like sexuality, okay?
They were already they were at a women's college already, you know? in the Northeast, you know?
Go with what you know.
Go without saying that it was the all-female cast. Then, if you were at a women's college, we're getting redundant here.
I know, it's true. Well, you know, some in my high school like was an all-girls high school, but like when we did like the spring musical, like the boys could audition from other schools and stuff, you know.
But for fun. Like,
no, they could be in the show, you know. They couldn't go to school with us.
You can try out, but you can't be in it.
Yeah, you can try out, but you can't be in it.
Like, you're not getting in these pants or in this musical, bitch.
That should be the motto for all lesbians. Like, you can try it out, but you can't be in it.
Oh my God.
That's beautiful. See, I don't believe in like anybody that says that they're a full-fledged lesbian that's 20 or younger because it's easy to love.
Wait, how old is your girlfriend?
Well, I'm back on my bullshit.
She's a number.
She's legal.
She's a number.
Yeah, she's numbers.
I like when he goes, she's a number.
She is 23 or 24.
Holy shitballs. I'd like to remember what it was like to be 23.
I graduated high school with her aunt. Fun fact. She was in my class, and I'm friends with her aunt and her husband. So I like to bring that up every time that we're around. Yeah,
Wait, your girlfriend is aunt?
yeah, her aunt. Not my girlfriend.
Even worse.
Oh, it would be worse if my girlfriend was aunt.
I just think I was like, oh, I didn't realize. I'm so happy for you. I love that for you, Queen.
I love that for you. That's been my thing to say this year. I love that for you.
The pursuit of younger.
It's just like the biggest, like, fuck you, you dumb bitch, back at you compliment that there is. I love that for you.
Oh God, yeah, or oh wow, we're all so happy for you. Or
I don't need
that's
See, I feel like I could make it sound genuine though. That's the thing. Like, just like, you know, I spend a lot of my time making sure that like I'm high often enough that most people that I find it indiscernible between the two. Most people will guess I'm high when I'm sober, and you know that's always a good sign. I like to think, you know. And then same thing with like shit. I just lost my train of thought. I am
high.
the train has left the
Gotcha.
station. You know what you saw a train was left?
What?
Comedy would have got you out of this one, but you know what?
Comedy often will get me out of things, I guess, just like everyday life. I can't think of things like, because it's like, I was just thinking, you guys were talking about like, you know, getting pulled over for tickets and stuff. It was like, I got pulled over twice ever in my life, and I was right after I got my driver's license, and they were both for the same thing. I have not had a ticket since. I'm terrified of driving drunk, and I don't really drink anyway. I just do lots of other things.
I feel like that's a good
Because,
fear
you know, the
to
mentally
have.
ill people, like, we can't be drinking. I'm going to put it out there. It's
just not for me. And I had a long relationship with someone that had very much lost a lot of their life to alcoholism, and I watched them just and it's too much. And I work with you know, addicts doing, you know, harm reduction and stuff all the time. And I have a couple of people that are alcoholics that I'll happily talk to and stuff like that. But of course, they never feel the need for harm reduction because it's like, it's legal. But anyway,
fucking people and alcohol. It's not always the
There's
best.
a lot of cognitive dissonance whenever it comes to alcohol, and then because people always like to operate under the assumption, well, that would never happen to
Under
me.
the influence.
Right. You know, that was something I felt like I wanted to talk about earlier. It's just like that arrogance, that conceit of like, oh yes, you know, but not me though.
Couldn't possibly happen to you. Like,
right.
For some odd reason. Like, I guess it's that false sense of security that alcohol can, like being drunk, can lead you into, just like, you know, the false confidence it gives people. Like, you know, how you can go from, you know, liquid courage, that's what they call it.
You know what? I've just been blessed with an ungodly amount of confidence all the time. So can you imagine what it was like when I drank? I was like unstoppable.
Right. You know, it's like the old, you know, it's like that old joke about, you know, drugs just enhancing your personality, and what if you're an asshole, right?
They do. They do. But it's not sustainable is the thing. Like, if you use things in moderation, that's fine. I don't care what anybody does. Like,
yeah.
Under the same old trope, like, under your roof, it's your deals, but don't make me deal with it. It's like my view on religion, kind of like, it's a lot of people's favorite toy, but that's fine. Play with it at home. Don't try to make everybody play with it.
I like Tonka trucks, whatever.
Yeah, Tonka truck. You know, I have an altar of Tonka trucks, but you know, you might have, you know, Ganesh or Jesus or something. But for me, it's, you know, for sure a cement mixer. It's a tiny die-cast cement mixer and named Harold.
Die-cast.
I've got the
perfect description.
Here. So,
did you know that one time Felicity, Doug Kelly thought we sounded the same?
That's so funny. He sent me a text actually not too long ago, and I was like, I have to read that eventually. I love him.
Yeah, I was just like,
and I always call him Douglas because I've never had a friend named Douglas before that went by Douglas, and I just love saying Douglas.
Very official.
I dig it.
Well, there's something about telling everyone about your friend named Douglas where it's like you get kind of there's a vibe that comes with it. You're like, oh yeah. I remember once you sent me a picture and I was like, oh my God, that's the coolest dad picture I've ever seen. Because that's what your pictures say to me is, I'm a cool dad, and like a real cool dad though.
Oh man,
he's so funny.
Yeah,
I've got a picture of my dad with an afro, like full-fledged afro.
Was your dad black?
No, actually, quite to the contrary.
You owe me $20.
It's gonna come out tonight.
Oh man, that's one thing that I found out is if you ever want to make sure someone always answers the phone for you, owe them a small amount of money.
Oh, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything significant. $5, $10. People are petty. And so I do that. I owe money all around town. Like, well, I'm not really. It's not that I want to talk to them. I'm just bad at paying my debts. Like, once I get away with it for free, whose fault is it?
But at least you're funny.
Right? And then whenever they come to, like, catch my house on fire and shit, I'm like, oh, come on, guys. We ain't going to pour
The most
gasoline on
hilarious
the house.
bonfire that's ever caught my house on fire.
No need to set the house on fire. Let's have let me tell you a couple of jokes.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, let the motherfucker burn. We'll split the insurance money together. And they're like, what? And I'm like, do it with me in it. Come on, you pussy. Well, who are you? I thought you came here to burn a house down. Let's do it. Let's get to business. I'm done with this.
I'm ready. I've been waiting.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like,
look, I'll light the first match for you. Bring it.
This guy's already miserable. Let's let him stew in it for a little
Like,
bit.
I feel bad.
Exactly.
Can we call somebody? Well, he owes people money.
Yeah,
You know, one of my other things is that people are always like, well, can I tell you something weird? I'm just like, there's nothing you can tell me that'll ever freak me out. Like, I've been living in existential dread since I was like 6. So,
you
know,
really
Existential dread, man. Whoa.
Yeah, it's true. I often find myself contemplating everything from, the duality of man to, why can't I get a job, naming nail polish colors and shit like that? Because I feel like I'd be good at that. You
probably would be. It
bitch. No, fuck that. Come dumpster nail polish.
Quit it all for comedy. That's what we're all gonna do.
Exactly.
We're going in on a commune together, guys. It's gonna be like the Oneida Silver Company all over again.
Who's the
deep
leader?
cut? Deep cut.
Right.
Cuts are a fun.
I was hoping we could do more of a Jim Jones sort of thing. But because I like the outfits in the videos, but and I like the weather, but I don't like Kool-Aid, so
no, and it was actually flavoring.
We've actually
that's even worse. I don't like that, but if it could be Arnold
I don't like that.
Arnold Palmer's maybe, or Tab, maybe.
Oh, I like Tab.
Right?
Yeah.
I like that I'm in.
And then maybe not poison, but maybe we could put LSD or GHB in it maybe instead.
Oh, I could get some of that probably.
Yeah. Sweet. I like GHB.
It actually is pretty sweet. It's good sweet.
It is, as long as you don't have alcohol. Don't try this at home, kids. But, GHB without booze is super fun.
Listen to us acronymphos here as came up on the last episode.
Right?
Tom's a girl.
It's actually an initialism because you cannot pronounce it.
Gamma hydroxybutyrol.
Yeah, there's no it sounds like Hebrew.
Right? Don't. I already told you my weakness about being a shiksa. Don't sit here trying to say Hebrew shit to me. All right?
I got a million.
Sorry, I'm just trying to clear my throat.
Let me clear my throat.
Yeah, please. You clear your throat. You sound like you're speaking Hebrew. I'll clear my throat. You know what I'm saying?
That's,
did you see, I saw this Skeletor meme today, and it said, did you know there's 27 bones in your hand, 28 if you're lonely?
Hey, the other bone is a dick in that joke for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a dick.
It's a dick. Yeah.
Dick. Bing.
It's not your weenus, but you gotta get that weenus.
Weenus. I love rubbing my weenus, on camera. It's so funny. There's this kid on Twitter that I call a kid, even though he's a grown man. We were talking the other day, but it's I sent him a picture. He's like, "Will you show me a picture of your weenus?" And I was like, "Yes." And then we just sent him another picture of we're just rubbing our weenus.
Oh, that sounds like a serious commitment.
I know. We were joking about it for a week. It was funny. My weenus.
Moment like weenus.
I love the weenus. Yeah, and there's a woman I used to work with that would just come by randomly and just be like, "Sorry, grabbing the weenus." Gotta stroke your weenus.
Yours? They were stroking your weenus?
All right.
Wow, that's really like fucking hella violating. Like,
Yeah. But you know what? I liked her. It was okay. She was like,
you were like, let me call
nice
you.
kid, getting her psychology degree.
Yeah, funny stories about.
She was actually the narrator in the Rocky Horror. You remember her fondly. Remember her fondling your weenus.
Listen, I'm gonna have to wean us off this weenus talk. All right, that's enough.
Okay. Okay, why?
Anybody in the audience right now that's got a funny story or even
He's like, I'm
unfortunate.
desperate to move the topic, Leslie. And
Yeah, that was the only way. It was my way around saying, "Shut the fuck up for a second,
bitches, shut up, shut up,
shut up, bitches." Well, I'm gonna storm you like Normandy, all right?
Listen,
Nice.
Linda.
I would say that one thing that's gotten me into trouble with is also going to jail. Like, it's got me in jail as well as it has like pretty much out, because I went through a road check one time, and the girl that I was dating also just so happened to operate a liquor store. And whenever your significant other, or whenever my significant other operates any kind of business, then it's kind of my business too, to me, in my mind, through the networks of delusion. And
power of business law, yes.
exactly, they're like, I work the cash register at Walmart. I'm like, I'm part owner of Walmart. So it's kind of like that. But I went through and I blew like a 0.08, which is the legal limit. But I'm pretty sure I would have got off with it because I was not even, I was less than a mile from my house. And they're like, okay, it was two state troopers. And I swear to God, they super troopered me. One of them would start talking, and then I'd start to answer him, and the other one would be like, hey, no, buddy, you're talking to me. You're talking to me. You're not talking to him. He can't help you.
We're like, yeah.
And I started talking to the other one, and he'd be like, hey, no, you're talking to me. I was like, all right, super troopers, come. What's next? I've seen this movie. I'm a quarter of a mile from the house. What do you want me to do? I'm like, sir, we're going to need you to step out of the car.
Oh, shit.
Like, fuck. Come on, man. Yeah. The last time I got arrested, it really helped because I was looking at like a litany of charges, like just the stuff that you don't do, like obviously in a civilized society, but it's not a civilized society, and having to operate under the guise that it is makes people like me have to turn to sometimes mind-altering substances to put up with kangaroo court bullshit that we call this society or civilization. It's honest topic.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's called bullshit. I tell you what, buddy. Yeah. Well, like I can only fucking put blinders on for so long, and that's funny because I'm pretty much actually fucking blind. I'll tell people all the time, like, if you ever get in a fight with me, it's no longer a fight if you knock my glasses off. Like,
oh, Keith, that made me sad.
Me too.
Like my heart dropped a little bit there. I was like, oof.
For only $2 a day, you can support a comedian, and not just any comedian. It's Keith's Eyesight. It's Eyesight for Keith. Call 1-800-KEITH'S-TEETHS. Because
I did that fundraiser for us, man. I had that for the low price of $9.99. You can support these comics and getting slaves.
I've been wanting to call a fucking gas station and be like, hello, how what are you doing, comrade? Yes. It's expensive, no? The petrol.
Dude, you know how much the fucking gas was today? $4.53.
No,
that means I gotta check my local prices. Being out here where gas is super overpriced, I'm always gonna be the top end, so gotta check it out.
So you've got the highest out of all of us.
Oh yeah, I'm certain of that. But it's like, I don't leave the house like super duper often, so I don't always know.
Like I was gone for many hours today, which is unusual.
I'll give you a tip.
So what did you say gas was? Leslie?
$4.53.
Okay. Anybody want to guess what? Let's see. I can tell you the cheapest gas that's at O'Reilly's right now is $4.69, but that's not the average.
Yikes! This is like $5.19.
$6.08.
$5.25.
That's so fucking high.
It's all those extra taxes California throws on everything. Like, oh God, I gotta.
Have
Why?
Homeless there to not help them, you know.
Well, they don't use gas.
Well, you know, it takes a lot of gas to, like Jet said, across the country and tell people that you don't have a homeless problem, though. And all the gas and electricity it costs to operate the stations to say that we don't have a homeless problem, they're housing challenged, or they're drug addicts. They will.
Well, I mean, I have to say, I'm not saying that housing's not an issue in California, but the main issue very much is fucking mental illness and drug addiction, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, see, we didn't have that problem whenever we had the men before they kicked everybody out of the mental.
Right, that's funny because I was thinking good before Dutch closed all the mental institutions.
I don't know anything about the California politics.
You know, it's really.
Well, I was talking about Ronald Reagan throwing everyone out the mental hospitals. You know,
Ronnie Reagan.
I like to call him Dutch.
Now we have a scarcity of crazy glue after we let all of them out of the institution.
It's true. Yeah,
I mean,
and it's a supply chain issue.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, it's a source. Like the source is dried up a little bit, so let's lock some of them back up because I think the horses are getting tired of it. I'm gonna stay on this homeless kick until it gets something out of them. Keep kicking this dead horse till it gets something that sticks. Like
Fred, Mr. Dead Horse.
Mr. Dead horses, duh. So that's why you keep kicking it till something sticks. I'm rubber, you're glue. I'm just kidding. Your bones are good for it. Sorry for you.
Is glue for all horses? I think so, right?
Yeah, that's why they'd take old race horses and turn them into glue.
You know what's so fucked up about glue? On Elmer's glue, I don't have any here, but they used to have the little cow on it.
Yeah.
That was a big fuck you to the horses. There you go, Keith.
Yeah, exactly.
Who is that? Who is Elmer? I want to answer.
It's like the collagen in the hooves or something like that's really what it's made out of or some shit. I thought
that guy is laughing in the face of all horses right now. He said, "F you, save a horse, ride a cow glue." I don't know what's happening here.
That's because they don't actually use. That's just a derogatory thing to say to a racehorse that you'll send him to the glue factory because I don't think they actually did use horses. I think they did more often than not use cows.
Well, these are bones, and
it's bones though. Basically, at the end of the day, it's bones is what really matters. You know.
Them bones.
I feel one of my favorite stupid Family Guy jokes is when Peter's shaking maracas and he looks all concerned about thinking, he's like, what if these are baby bones in here? And that's just one of my favorites. So Peter, are you thinking about how the maracas are full of baby bones again? No?
No.
One of my favorite things that I've ever seen is Bert Kreischer talking about going to see the Anne Frank house, and he kept making Helen Keller jokes.
Oh, God.
Somebody turns around and they're like, are you talking about Helen Keller? This is that. And he's like, and that's when I realized that they weren't the same person. Or there's
that Family Guy bit where Peter's eating chips in the attic with Anne Frank.
Oh yeah, I love that.
What?
Slow motion. Helen Keller couldn't have existed. I mean, as a person, I'm sure she did. But listen, the miracle worker, I think, really embodies it's the perfect representation of that saying, if you don't lie on a job resume, do you really want the job? She really took that shit and ran with it. Because, desperate for a job you have to be to see Helen Keller, somebody in that shape, and be like,
I think I can do this. I got this.
Yeah, this is me. I'm the miracle worker.
It's literally the first fantasy novel ever written is the Helen Keller story. Because nobody ever heard of any shit this fucking fantastical, right? Bitch can't speak, can't talk, can't fucking see. What the fuck can you do?
It was that or
Okay, then rather than being a girl and saying like, no, I totally get it, and getting weird and emotional, I'll say another great Family Guy joke is like when they do the miracle worker in binary, 011 0110.
There's another bit like that on an Old Strangers with Candy with Amy Sedaris, and she's
Love it.
and she's looking at this thing, and she mouths cat, and then she mouths pencil, but she spells it wrong. And then Stephen Colbert is also mouthing it wrong. Like they're spelling it PENSUL pencil, and I'm like, oh my god.
Well, it's not spelled that. That's a pencil.
No.
Phonetic spelling.
I love phones and magnets. I mean,
Phonetic, not phenolic,
and not frenetic either.
or well, I almost went phallic. Ooh.
Or fagadelic, which I've been saying lately.
that's
Is that when something's gay but also like really trippy?
Yeah, like Austin Powers, but with gay dudes, it could be like fagadelic, baby.
So like Austin Powers.
Yeah, totally. Like Austin Powers now.
Like doing mushrooms on Fire Island, basically.
He's got that mojo juice. It's like, is it a lava lamp? Is it jizz?
Yeah.
Is it a jizz lamp?
It's nondescript goo. It's very temperature sensitive, like myself. So
Don't don't store under like combustible temperatures. He's about to blow.
listen, I'll combust anything open if you.
What are you,
need
Kesha? This place about to blow.
My pink day. Like, I don't know. I know that I had an ex-girlfriend. I had an ex-girlfriend. I'm almost positive that Kesha, that voice was her entire internal dialogue. That like,
he was like, wait,
Kesha. Kesha was her entire dialogue. K $sign, huh?
K $sign, huh? She was funny. It wasn't funny when Kesha got molested and shit.
That was a bad time. It was a pretty bad time to be Kesha.
Dude, for sure. For fucking sure. K $sign, huh? Was not laughing.
I had.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Sexual assault is no laughing matter, even when it's a music producer. Even when he tells you he's going to make you famous, it's not okay. Except for, like, if he actually makes you famous, then a couple of times is okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm here on behalf of all the music producers that molest, and Felicity as one of my prodigies here.
Exactly.
She's really got chops, you know.
You wonder, do you think to yourself, like, wow, that Billie Eilish chick came out of nowhere. You're welcome.
Did she, though? Like,
No. Jesus.
You know where she came out of? The back room.
Billie Eilish. God, she looks like
Billie Eilish curler.
You know, that's the thing I thought was funny, actually, when her album came out, how, like, everyone that liked it would have personally, like, have you heard that? You know she's only 17 was always, like, the second comment. But, like, yeah I do know that.
To mention,
it's strange how we're all fascinated by that.
It's really strange whenever most of her lyrics are centered around fucking older dudes. Like,
it was a very Fiona Apple vibe, I'm not going to lie.
Fiona Apple. I love Fiona Apple.
Worst concert I ever went to, but I love her. She's real messed up.
Like,
messed up for sure.
Like she eats just a diet of ice and Xanax bars.
And mostly, it's like I have a soft spot for her because she like reminds me of like my my dead brother.
Oh no!
Yeah, she was his favorite.
So. I was kidding.
No. I mean, like he would. Well, trust me, he would be here laughing if he could be. Trust.
Yeah. Hey, we all have a dead brother we don't know about.
Yeah, and don't worry, it was nothing tragic. I killed him. I mean, what?
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear that. I like that you kept it in the family.
Bare hands.
Husbands.
That's intimate.
Was that a handy J or a strangle? I don't know.
Were you playing a
grinder?
That's
were you getting were you undoing a jar that was difficult to open? This mayonnaise.
My space work really needs some work.
Like, is this improv? What's happening?
Peel a banana.
Back to the mimes, Keith.
I got him like a mime.
Mime is the lowest form of performing art.
Sorry,
what they say, Felicity? It's mime over matter, baby.
Felicity, we love you. We're
Mimes
gonna
don't.
go back to Leslie and I for a second and see if we can get somebody back to the audience. But did you have any like certain incidents or thing that you'd like to regale us with? You want to regale us twice, real quick?
Regale, Gale.
I think that I was gonna say in general, I actually think that my sense of humor is my saving grace most of the time. Mostly because I have to deal definitely outside of this, it's like I have to deal with like a lot of awful, serious, horrible shit, and keeping it light is definitely the only way to kind of get through it. Like I say, like I work with a lot of like, heavy drug addicts and things like that, and being able to like kind of joke around with them and keep it light, like definitely. Look, if I didn't have a sense of humor, as you said, like you might be like I wouldn't be alive,
Yeah.
for sure is the thing. Like, and I mean, whether it's doing like kind of either like the harm reduction stuff or like some of like my more woo woo shit, like the astrology and stuff like that, like an astrology mentor and that like that's a medium and stuff like that who occasionally like tell me weird shit that dead people say. That's funny. She might have a great sense of humor, or she might actually be talking to dead people. Believe what you want. It's funny regardless. I like, if, I'm trying to decide if I myself am going to use that skill. I'm like, I could just be funny and make people laugh and just, find the funniest things to tell people that their dead relatives are saying, but I don't know about the ethics of such a thing.
Well, can I ask you something about psychics?
Yeah.
Both of you?
Sure.
What?
If they're an obese psychic, are they still a medium?
They're more like an extra medium.
I will tell you that strangely, actually, asking that, and this is actually both a jokey and a serious answer. And I'll say, actually, some of the most, talented psychics or cold readers, whichever you want to think them of, happen to actually be usually on the fatter side.
Okay, good to know. There's hope for me in psychic work. Good.
Totally.
Will they eat their feelings and other people's too, or?
That's, I think it's because they have all these people inside of them, they're all fighting for,
it's a lot
to digest. Just keep them all inside,
A lot to digest, guys.
It is.
For we are many.
Psychic Readers Digest.
Psychic Readers Digest. Exactly. It's true. And, but no, I mean, like, especially being able to do stuff like this is really nice because it's like everything else I do is like kind of, I guess, more on the serious side. I like to just be able to joke around kind of and stuff like that. I mean, I find I get a lot of, I end up having to deal with people always going through such serious shit a lot of the time and having to give serious advice and things like that. So it's nice to be able to joke around.
It gives levity to your day whenever you can sit back and laugh. I've got kind of coined a term for it. I like to call it.
It's true. And there's all, and the thing is like the other thing I think maybe it's hard for me to think of maybe specific situations is just because I find that my sense of humor or like the stuff I appreciate the most are people that have a really good skill and grip with like irony for sure. I'll say like one of the things that took me like why I always wanted to know why, like I watched a little bit of Tim Dillon and I always kind of know why I liked him. And then one day it just clicked and I was like, oh my God, it's the sense of irony he has is so great. I think like just fucking
the term I
so
coined
funny.
for it is ironic detachment. And like it's the only way that I can deal with a lot of shit. And people think that like, oh, how can you joke about that? And I'm like, how can you not? Like,
right. No, exactly. Because I don't think there's any disagreement that the world we're living in is kind of fucked up. I think what specifically makes it fucked up seems to vary from person to person right now, of course. But I mean, but in general, I don't think there's any disagreement. There's a lot of fucked up shit going on in the world right now, all over with everyone. It takes all kinds. So laughing through it definitely is, makes the day worth going through. Getting up the next one to see what else we can laugh at.
Hey,
like, oh, great. Yeah, sure. Bring it on.
Yeah, there are people that would just see that the world isn't fucked up. Like, and those are the people that are in power. And those are the people that you can't make fun of. And
well, they're pretty humorless dicks, though, also,
Exactly. But if you look at the people...
That's the name of my forthcoming biography, Humorless Dicks.
Those are the people that
humorless dicks?
Behind the scenes.
Or not humorless, or dickless humor.
Yeah. No such thing.
Well, not for most female comedians.
Not for this comedians. Yeah.
I know I feel bad at admitting that a lot of my best jokes have been written by my boyfriend because I just feel like it makes that episode of South Park where Cartman said where women took over the planet and we only used men for semen and jokes.
I hated that you told me that today. That was my least.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, actually, I'll say this about he gives me a lot of really good ideas, but I find that I think he's bad at sometimes reading people. So I always have to make a lot of good changes to stuff so it hits with people a lot of the time. If I told stuff that he would suggest for me unedited, it would never land for sure. Because he's very funny, but he's like a little out of touch, kind of, a little far removed. Because he's like one of those, I don't know how to describe it. Like he's a nerd, actually, is like the best way to say it. Like a real raised by academics. He's an academic type of nerd, kind of.
So he's like talking. Is he in a wheelchair?
No, he's not in a wheelchair. He's very able-bodied.
He's even taking a lot of like.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Yeah, prove it. Walk, bitch. Whoa.
No, he just asked me to open a window.
I like I'm like persecuting him. I'm like, I know what you're doing over there. It's not walking. Like Christopher
walking.
His jokes got legs. Oh.
Walking on sunshine. Oh yeah, it's really light there. Wow. Yeah. It's still the daytime in California.
It's still daytime here.
It always trips me out because when you have the thing down, I can see a little bit of light. I'm like, it's so light still there. And it's fucking 11 o'clock at night here.
Right? Isn't that crazy? It's like 8 o'clock here. And I just because it's like making an annoying like glare, I have got to show you like this lamp that I have back here that's doing an annoying glare. It is one of my most prized possessions.
Leslie, did you or Felicity, were you guys in the Black Magic Comedy Room last night?
No. Is that a vagina?
Yes, it is. It's a vagina.
It's an O'Keeffe painting.
Right. And the best part is like when Robert went to buy it, the old guy that sold it to him kept being like, you know what it is? You know, do you know what it is? He goes, yeah, I get it. I get it. You know, do we need to talk about it?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk. Well, damn it. Did you listen to it? Because I closed it, Leslie.
I didn't see it yet. No, I have to listen to it. Let me make a note to do that.
I saw it and I deeply regretted not going into it. So, recreate it for me.
Oh,
did you have a good show?
It was the best one I've done on Black Magic. I wrote it as we went.
Oh, nice.
Like, I made jokes off of everybody else's jokes. Like, it was a real flex. I mean, and they said that I had definitely the best line that's probably came out of the Black Magic Room. And it was my closing line. And it was like, and at the risk of what it's going to sound like my accent saying this, now that Black Magic's closing, I'd like to welcome everybody to my new show, White Magic Wednesdays. I'll make so many jokes about wheelchairs because there's a dude in there, I can't remember, Tyree.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Jesus, your name's Tyre? I was like...
Great. You know what, though? He's a good fucking sport, man.
Yeah, he really was, because I told him he started talking about fucking in wheelchairs, and I was like, man, when you start talking about that, I everything else in my life stopped mattering, and I was made of questions. Like, what is it? Like 2 Transformers having a fucking seizure on the ground? Like,
and it was wheelchair on wheelchair fucking?
Yeah, I was like...
Chair on chair action, okay? Little cherry on cherry.
Chairing on chairing. I like that.
Like cheering them on. Cherry on top.
All you walking ass motherfuckers out here think that sparks flew whenever you met your love interest. You gotta see these two fucking a wheelchair.
We got 6 years.
Like, is it the 4th of July? No.
Wait. Born on the 4th of July. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise in a wheelchair.
Scientology. There we go.
It all came full circle. Excuse me.
Whenever he tips his chair over and the wheels keep turning.
For it to be full circle on the internet, I always thought it had to come back eventually to Hitler and Nazis. Is it actually Scientology? Because that makes sense.
I feel like Ava Braun is like always going to be the answer, right?
Ava Brawny paper towels, because you're going to need some shit to wipe this mess up.
Right. Afterwards. I thought it was cyanide.
Yeah.
No, he said sayonara.
Cyanide. Like,
It was Ava Brains over Braun. Brains on the wall.
Oh, I love that. That's funny. Ava brains over brawn.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't take a lot of brains to pull a trigger.
No, it just takes a big toe. Ask Kurt Cobain.
Right, Kurt Cobain. You talk about a banger.
Kurt
His last.
Cobain.
Yeah. Hey man, nice shot. Wrong band, but still.
A guy would have done it too. Have you met Hillary? I mean, have you met Courtney?
Have I met Hillary? Well, that would have been funny too. Have you met Hillary?
Well, Leslie, I love you.
I love you.
See if I can pop somebody else back up here real quick.
Yeah, I'm good.
Angel, how about you? Or Bad Bunny or Robert? I know you got some stories, motherfucker. Robert's actively in the witness protection program right now, I feel like.
Nice.
Because I'm pretty sure that his last name is something I would make up if someone told me to pretend to be Italian. And he's. I've never met somebody from New York that's got an Italian accent that didn't say they had ties to organized crime.
Well, I mean, that's just. Well, that's all. I mean, like, that's all we do, you know?
This is how we do it, right?
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Oh.
You know.
I don't know if Leslie thought that I meant her to step down. Did I say Leslie or did I say Felicity? My bad.
You said me a few minutes ago, and I was like, "Make me, bitch!" And then she, like, I don't know if she.
Keith, you said Leslie just this last time, but you said Felicity like 20 minutes
Look
ago.
at me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so indecisive, guys. I mean, damn, like it's so hard to make a decision. Oh, you're muted.
Your mic's on.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh no, I don't even know my own name.
I was like, holy shit, it's crazy seeing your mouth move without noise. Like that never.
Weird, yeah. Colin said he had to drop, and I mean, we will miss him dearly, but.
Oh, I know. He sent that to me first. Like, I don't know. Like,
well, it's not a contest.
Is it though?
Oh,
I shaved my legs for this.
You did?
Yeah, me
Was
too.
I just want y'all to like me.
First time shaver, long time listener. What happened there?
Hey, I dated.
No, I just wanted to be prepared. I didn't know if I was gonna have to get nude or,
I mean, like.
No, you're.
What
funny.
did you shave exactly?
You're snappier.
She said, "Did you say you shaved your legs?" I'm like, "Wait a minute.
How far up?
All the legs?
Yeah, like all the leg, like up to
all the legs? Did you shave all the legs? Oh my god!
Yeah, because I'm a slute. You go above the knee, shave above the knee.
Well, so you can say you're a CD, like
what? A CD? I said I'm a slute, but
Oh, and more of a Blu-ray.
Yeah,
that's like a Norwegian slut.
A slute is a dick-tective.
Sluten-tugging.
Sluten-tugging on them dicks.
Yeah, sluten-tugging. Like they're still the only people that can give a hand job that's acceptable that isn't with your mouth.
You know when you said about Sarah Palin, we were talking one time about her giving rough hand jobs.
Yeah,
violent ones. I told my tattoo girl today. I said, "You must have really strong hands. Did you almost rip your husband's dick off every time you jerk him off?" And she was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "I don't know why I said that."
I have to give myself disclaimers all the time, and I never mean it. Like I'm like apologetically me. Like that's the only way I can say it. Like instead of being unapologetic, I'm like, but it's fake apologies most of the time. Like I like me. I'm sorry that I make dishonest people uncomfortable. Like it's a quality that I have. And I make people that are kind of like, meek and like reserved in a lot of situations. And say I make them feel like welcome and like, comfortable, which is all part of my ploy. So, I mean, it's working, but, to have that secondary and like tertiary good effects, that just works. I love that. Like, because it's like,
I love that for you.
Yes, the predators become the predators.
prey.
So, but like it's enjoyable, right?
Predators become the aliens, and the aliens go
Alcohol. There we go. That's a social lubricant. You want to talk about lubes? There we go. That's how you slip into
Full
any.
circle. I feel like that's my cue to go because that was full circle.
Yeah, man. And I am gonna say, like, I don't have much more fight left in me. I've had a long day, so Keith, I'm good whenever you're good.
Okay, well, I'll bring somebody
And
else
I'm
up.
good to pop off too. You have some more people come up here.
Yeah, I've got stories for fucking days about I ain't even got into the good shit yet. Like I've been seeing who the Brittany, you're still here. You're a real one. I love you. I like anybody that actually openly says that they're a fan of mine because I don't know like how a lot of people like if they relate to what it's like to be a comedian or be aspiring to be one and tell people that you're like if you ever want to hear a vagina actively dry up, tell a woman that you're a comedian. That is a heartbreaking sound.
What, me laughing or a vagina drying up?
Yeah, in real time. It's got to be in real time. Like it's like it could be a loud room, and then that happens, and all sound just sucks out of it like a vacuum, like you're in space, and you just hear, and then part of your ego dies, and that just sucks part of a female down my throat, and like a champion. Damn it, I didn't even
Like a vacuum.
See, that's the second joke that I've talked about sucking. That it did suck a little bit, but it was all right. It was all right.
I wrote down humorless dicks on a piece of paper, and it looked like homeless.
Leslie.
Have homes if
Yes.
Unconventional going for the unhoused dick. Nice work. I believe the correct term is unhoused penis.
Hey, I believe
without the insecure penises, without the vaginas.
penises. So it's like a penis is a pain in the ass. There we go. That's full circle. Pain.
It's like and her virginity again.
Virginity is overrated. You should let me take care of it.
Virginity's like it's like the name of a college. Like
Virginity Tech.
yeah, I was thinking like Trinity University, Virginity U. Well, no, it's virginity in you. Hey.
Oh, we're talking about the Immaculate Conception and also the first lie to be told. Really?
And it was Helen Keller that she was had help. Help's a coming. Not to birth that baby in the manger, though. Wait, that's Mary Magdalene. I'm sorry.
Yeah, paranormal.
Did you just confuse Helen Keller?
Yeah, I like it's just so easy to confuse all women in history with Helen Keller, and I'm like, Mary Magdalene, and Helen Keller, same person, maybe.
Yeah, maybe she's a time traveler. Maybe time travel makes you deaf, dumb, and stupid.
Maybe it was baby time travel.
Babies can time travel. They are born knowing how to read sometimes. Very rarely. Very rarely.
It's only if they have a full set of hair and teeth that they know how to read.
Yeah, it's like I was
a full set of hair.
I was carried to conception. I had a whole set of hair, full head of teeth.
Mm-hmm. That was the problem right there, as the kids say.
Mr. Tooth who?
Mr. Tooth. My name is Mr. Tooth. Okay. Hey.
Like, way to be aggressively toothless. All right, calm down, old gummy. Like, toothless aggression over here.
I am gum to one. Like, it's a gum to 1 tooth ratio.
What's your favorite food? Gumbo?
It's actually Peter Fox Columbo Gumbo.
Fuck! I went to Walmart earlier and I didn't get peanut butter.
Well, that seemed like an appropriate reaction.
Well, Leslie, it probably is.
Is the peanut butter the only way you're going to get your girlfriend to suck your dick? Like, I'm not really sure what the problem is.
Whenever we're on live chat, I put a little bit on the roof of her mouth so that it looks like we're having conversation.
Oh, so she's like a little marionette. Oh, my God.
No, I'm married to Cheyenne. But
hey,
didn't
she is a doll.
She was Native American.
Oh, That's just me. I'm actually native everything. Like I got the trifecta for alcoholism. I'm
Dude,
German.
you're just Native American spirits, dude.
Hey, I'm a cigarette in a past life.
You're like, if a cigarette could be a person, it's me.
No, I'm like if Zippo came out with a commemorative human.
Oh man, what's the demographic on that price point?
Very small, but a high price
They're like
point.
affordable for the psychic mediums and extra larges.
Yeah, it's a one con fits all.
Oh man, Rick, leave.
I love you, Leslie. You can go ahead and pop off if you want to.
Oh, I love you too. I was just saying, Britt. If I don't talk to you in the next week, have a safe trip.
All right, baby girl, but we definitely have to FaceTime when I get to Korea, okay?
Yeah. When are you leaving?
I leave on Monday at 9 a.m. I'm so excited.
Maybe I'll be able to get up to you this weekend, maybe.
Yeah, let's FaceTime this weekend because I'm stuck at home. I just had my lips injected, so I look like duck face, so I can't go anywhere. I'm bored as fuck. Let's FaceTime.
It's okay. You don't have to put the camera near your vagina.
Are you going to start your own K-pop band? I feel like you would be fucking huge over there.
Oh my God, Keith, how did you know? There is a huge demand for middle-aged white ladies who've been living in Texas for 10 years to start a K-pop band. We're going to call ourselves the Back Fat Rock.
Yeah, I'm really up to date on my demographics and my analytics. I know my numbers. I mean, I don't know what I mean, but I know my numbers.
Keith, have you heard this whole thing about what this gene splicing, gene editing thing called CRISPR?
It sounds like dating for people that were for people who are like products of eugenics.
Yeah. So like this thing is like it's all about like modifying your DNA, yada yada. Does that make you a demographic designer?
It does. It does. Damn, like you're the Nielsen group as a person. Like,
I'm Leslie Nielsen, bitch.
I know, right? See, it's not even a stretch. Like you don't even.
Mr. Tooth is in the Naked Gum, and I rest my case.
The Naked Gum 2.5. Toothless aggression.
2.5.
How is he gonna find?
Oh, that little goober.
That joke's got legs and teeth. It's almost a full package.
You might just call it a dermoid tumor at that point. It's got legs and teeth.
Oh, that's an acroid. Is what you got.
Oof. Dan jokes.
Oh God, it goes.
That's what I'm like. I'm leaving. But I am gonna go, guys. Have a great night, and thanks so much for having me as always.
Hey, listen, you can come, just don't go. Leslie, I'll
see you later.
Bye. Oh man, but Leslie, I love your accent. Oh my God, that's not it. That was some horrific iteration that popped into my head that I should never have let come out and be audible to the world. I want to see if you mind if I try to emulate it or do an imitation. I want to do my best rendition of your accent. So I have to ask people all the time because I worry that they feel like I'm being offensive or they're huge pussies. But it's
I'm a huge pussy, but I love you. So let's do this. What do you want to learn how to say? Do you want to say how's it going?
What do you want to say? Oh, it's not really that bad, I don't believe. Oh, look at me. I'm getting cultured.
It's pretty good, Keith, for your first time. Is that what she said?
Actually, she said, please let me out of here. I don't know. That was a beautiful poem you wrote there. Roses are red, violets are blue. I have a gun. Get in the van.
Hey, your Aussie accent's great, mate. Only just one thing, when you say the T, you said it a bit British. So what's the word with
that? That's actually true to British culture. It offers a prison colony, It's a bunch of fucking criminals. That's Aussie.
You sound like a drunken guy who's Cockney but also posh. Not sure.
Yeah, it's Ozzy Osbourne, baby. That's perfect. Oh, showering. I'll give you the fucking blanket. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm still alive. I'm gonna outlive my Lee.
Faye, that's so good. Do you have like a Ozzy Osbourne in your act? You should put him in your act.
Oh, I think I have a little bit of Ozzy Osbourne in everything that I do every day. Drunken awareness, like, is what I would call it. It's not like I'm inebriated. Yeah, I'm like not out of it, but I am drunk.
You're in it, mate. You're in it.
Damn. The only actually interactions I have with like anyone Australian is fucking rock steady down here, and I like to do with Chopper Reed, the fucking gangster of Australia. And that's one thing that I don't get sometimes is all the like the on it, like Sheila or
Oh
Australia.
no, you got it wrong. So Sheila, it's like umbrella, but O, you've just got to say it like oi, O-I, like noi.
No, mate.
That's it.
No, God's here. Oh, hey, God, how you going?
Okay, were you going for British or were you going for Aussie there, mate? Because I
I
don't think
think
you're
that was
either.
hybrid. If let's see, full Aussie. Oh, good day, mate. Fucking dingo ate my baby this morning, and I'm happier than anyone else in the fucking world. I don't know why, but well, so baby, this one right here is a full-grown crocodile. Now I'm going to jump on his back here, and I'm going to shove my thumb up his bum hole, and out. And that's where we got the death roll.
Is that why you're so skinny? The crocodile ate half of you off your bones already.
Actually, just because I smoke crocodile. That crazy drug that everybody's talking about. It's like a runoff product of all the other good drugs. It's like it's crocodile, but spelled with a K. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Delta crocodile. Yeah, that
oh,
sounds like some.
oh, it's actually an analog of crocodile. This is crocodile 8 or crocodile 10. Let's make a crocodile. There we go.
Oh my god, Keith, you need to do one of these Fireside shows where you dress up as Steve Irwin or Crocodile Dundee with like the safari outfit and the hat and stuff. And I'll help you practice your accent. I definitely want to see you in character as Steve Irwin. I think you'd be dope.
Did you see my show the other night where I had on the actual really shorty shorts? And they were like, it looked like I was smuggling bananas and in my dungarees down here. It was amazing. It's the only type of smuggler I'd actually ever want to be is a banana smuggler.
Are you familiar with budgie smugglers? The Australian term budgie smugglers?
No, I really wish Rocksteady would come up and explain it, but he's probably Rocksteady, like doing something interesting.
You come up here. So budgie smugglers are what we call speedos. So when your dick and balls are in the speedo, it looks like you've got a budgerigar. You know what budgerigars are? Little birds in your pants.
I do want to know more.
You want a bird in your pants?
Hey, a bird in hand is still better than any bird in the bush. Fuck bush. It's like this ain't no 1970s Playboy shoot. Like, god damn it, there's so much bush down there. It's like a bird sanctuary, and I'm not talking about for your dick.
So tell me, this lovely 23-year-old that you're dating that doesn't talk, that has to put peanut butter in her mouth, does she groom? What are her grooming habits down there?
She is like she groomed. Like I don't know if like if it grows hair. down there, or like if that's happened, I haven't had to talk with her yet. But I've been really nervous because I feel like if you talk about it, then is it real? Like, or do I keep like plausible deniability? If I just say, "Ah, fuck, I don't know how old she is. She's a number."
Yeah.
So,
If I was in your shoes, I'd maybe find out how old she is before I find out if she has a full bush or not.
if you were in my shoes, you'd probably tip over. I've got huge feet, but like medium sized. But and that's not like a segue into me being like, "Ha ha, big wiener." That's like don't know what they're putting in the water here or the food because I am terribly disproportionate.
Are you tall or are you like short with big feet?
I'm fucking 4.5 feet tall, maybe. And I got a size 14 shoe. I look like I'm actually longer than I am tall. No, I'm 6 feet tall, but I got like a size 13 shoe. But I've I've been the same size since I was in middle school. So that was great in middle school, right? I was a huge middle schooler, but as I kept growing and my shit with cigarettes kept going, I don't know. I can't say that I stunted my growth, like for sure, but I really had to focus on emotional growth because, I wasn't getting results on one of them for sure. But I do look like Sideshow Bob walking around. Like,
Oh.
if I wear Chuck Taylors, it's fucking cartoonish.
Well, listen, I reckon you might have smoked too many darts, mate. My he's got like size 14 feet and he's 6'5". And you know why? Because he never smoked. So he just kept growing, but you stopped, you know?
Fuck, can I go back and unsmoke a cigarette, or are they like dicks? Like, you can't unsmoke a cigarette, or.
I think they're like dicks. I think once you've done it, you can't go back, you know?
Once you cock, you can't stop, huh? Breaking off pieces of that stunted growth. In Ukraine, they say cigarettes are good for children. They promote strong bone growth if you catch them smoking young enough.
That's a good Russian accent.
I do like to take my time. I never like to rush into anything. I do this one impression. I'm like, "Oh, I'm Christopher Walken," because you can't talk to my guy that way. They say I talk a little faster than Christopher Walken, but that's just because I'm on amphetamines, baby.
Oh my God.
So Christopher jogging.
Fuck, Keith, I've forgotten what a good impersonator you are. Remember in the early days of Clubhouse when you would do, was it Bill Clinton? We would have big rooms and you would do Bill Clinton.
Oh, yeah, baby, I do. I remember back when I was talking like I was Slick Willie there, the first predator. That first predator chief of the United States of America.
Oh, I know. He's such a predator, but I can't help it. I have the massive hots for Bill Clinton. And when you do his voice, it just makes me go all warm and tingly.
It's like, I almost did a British Bill Clinton right there. I'm cultured, baby, and left trips on that low liter express. Like, it's like, oh man, if you fuck doggy style, does it count 7 times for every pump? I don't know.
Hey, Keith, we have to do, when Leslie does her terrible table reads show, I want you to do one of the characters as Bill Clinton. That would be hilarious.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, so yeah, I will do this terrible table reads, but I did let her suck my dick a little, and I did inhale.
Well, the first table read we ever did, I think she had found some bizarre porn story online about a doctor and a nurse, and they were both lesbians. And she actually transcribed it herself. So we had a terrible table read of the lines that were said in porno. And I would love to hear you doing porn as Bill Clinton.
Oh, talk about some whores in this house, baby. I've had more ass run through here than a Kennedy, baby. Oh, God, don't tell my wife. Hillary, she's a fucking murderer. Well, that's fucked up when you're Bill Clinton, like, and you're the okay one in the relationship.
Right.
And it's like, God damn, man, that guy's like slayed more pussy than like any serial killer, like killing small animals in the neighborhood. But like,
Oh my God, he's like a serial killer of pussy, Bill
man,
Clinton.
I gotta stay slaying, baby, And I'm not talking about in the snow.
I got to tell you, Keith, the Bill Clinton accent really does it for me. I reckon you should do that with all the ladies.
Well, what about Morgan Freeman? Does this do it for you?
Yeah, also hot, also hot.
Well, it seems you've been fortunate enough not to have been made uncomfortable today. Well, I beg you to ponder this. Morgan Freeman coaching you through masturbation. He's like, and she rubbed on her clit. What is? What is? But I don't know. I feel like whenever that's God playing the music for me to be like, come on, Keith, come on,
Yeah.
dial it back a little bit, there, big fella.
Right, when the music started, I was like, nah, mate, you've jumped the shark. Get back over. You've jumped it.
Wife Michelle has shoulders like a man. Does that make her a man? Probably so. God, I keep trying to get the Barack Obama. One of my friends lives in. He's from. Oh shit! I forgot where he was from for a second there. Damn. In the Eastern Europe, it's Serbian. There we go, and they call him Barack Obama. Over there. I'm like, God damn, man! The good thing y'all got a sense of humor.
Oh, man. All right, my love, it's getting past my bedtime.
Yeah.
I've got to take my duck lips off and get some sleep. It's been so much fun hanging out with you again, buddy.
Thank you very much. I'm delightful. I know, and thank you for reminding me that I am. No, for real. Like all jokes aside, which is almost impossible for me to do. So this is a very like rare like glimpse into like my mind. But I very much appreciate everybody here, like everybody listening, and especially like I mean, you guys, you were verbally supportive of me the other day, and I thought that was crazy that they just like stopped talking after you like complimented me.
No, I don't think they stopped talking. I think because it was like that husband and wife and they were amazing, but I think they just kind of moved on with the content or like they talked over you saying how good you were.
I was like, you guys. I was thinking to myself, like, either that was like some shade, or they need to work on segues.
No, it wasn't shade. Like, but do they know you? Maybe I was like, oh yeah, this
No,
guy.
that was actually the first time that I had been on there. Like, I'd listened to the show or came onto it.
Oh, it
But
was the first time.
yeah, like a first time conversion. Oh yeah, it was my first time on there, but I had fun on it. They gave me great. They set me up with great shit, and I think that I did pretty well, like batting wise, with
Yeah.
what they gave me. But
Yeah, I loved them. I followed them both. I definitely want to jump in on their shows all the time now. They were dope.
oh man, they were really fun. Everybody in the audience want to give a round of applause for Britt, and you might just get one. You might just get applause. I don't know.
Or just a pause, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I'll teach you cricket speak.
All right, babe. It's been so much fun. I'll come back on here and hang with you next time you're up, okay?
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Keith. You rock. Bye, darling.
Boy Live. All right. What's up, you quiet folks? What are you? You guys like hiding in an attic? Is it 1942? What? I mean, no, I didn't just make that joke. It's like you guys are a little bit quiet, but you know, at least I've got the noise inside of my head to keep me company. But for real, thank all you guys. I appreciate you being here. There are a lot of places that you could be, but you choose to be here, and that I don't know what that says about you, but I know it makes me appreciate you. And I'll be back next week. Hope everybody has a good weekend. I hope I do too. And let's see. Work on something. Come talk next week, and we'll tell you if you can funny. Basically, I'm terrible at goodbyes. I'm really trying to just put this off, but you know, because I know that it's back to the real world once I get off of here. Actually, I'm just kidding. It's back to making memes and funny fucking videos. I love it. I'll see y'all next